Shut up! Shut up! Stop! Shut up! You're ruining the video! Fucking damn it, what? Welcome back to another episode of Branagement 101, where I show you the tips to succeed in managing your employees. The subject of today's video is how to be a good leader. Leadership isn't natural. It's actually a set of skills that you acquire and practice. It may come easy to others than some, but it's within reach of all of us. You just have to want it. So bad. You gotta want it bad. If you've somehow found yourself in a position of power, you're probably worried about many things. If you're not sure how to feel, let me give you the reasons you should be worried. Number 1, you may fumble your career. Number 2, you may fail. Number 3, Adolf Hitler and Joseph Stalin were leaders and you don't want to be like them. Number 4, you may fail and fumble your career and possibly your marriage. Or number 5, you may never get married since you're an ineffective leader. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, we can dig into the delicious caramel center of success. Coming in at number 1 is emotion-based decision making. Your emotions give you energy. They give you the fuel you need to be what you are. Shake out some of that humanity. You want to know who people listen to in an office environment? The guy that everyone's worried about committing an act of violence in the workplace. You know why? Because he lives on his emotions. He's on a surfboard riding some gnarly waves of emotional instability. Trust your gut, let your emotions be the map to professional treasure island. Coming in at number 2 is hard and heavy communication. In a business environment, it's crucial that your communication skills are at the highest standards. You're going to want to be loud and aggressive. I'll lay out an example. Let's say you have an employee named Greg. He's behind on the paperwork he was supposed to have done at 4 o'clock, but it's now 5 o'clock. And guess what? You didn't change time zones this afternoon. Straighten your tie, casually walk into his office, shut the door, and tell him, "Greg, you fucking fat slob of shit! If you can't get those reports done, maybe I should ask one of your ex-wives, since they know how to make a spineless piece of shit work for longer than a few days at a time." Greg will respect your leadership and get on the ball. He'll get that stuff done. You see, successful leaders lead by fear-driven intimidation. People listen to people who want to be heard and people who will do anything to be heard. Coming in at number 3, never admit to being wrong. It takes a strong, confident person to say they're wrong, but it takes an even stronger person to be willing to take it to the grave. No one remembers the people who didn't die on the Titanic. People remember those that died in the cold water a slow, painful death. Go down with your ship, stick to your guns. That's what being a leader is all about. Coming in at number 4, be quick to praise, but even quicker to shame. A common mistake people make is to immediately praise performance that meets the exception. Well, do you flush the toilet before you finish using the restroom? No, you gotta empty your bladder here, so to speak. Get your maximum outcome on this bad boy. If John finishes his report at 2 o'clock and it wasn't done until 4 o'clock, I'm gonna tell him, "Oh, hey, that's great, John. Why didn't you tell me you were going to be done earlier? We could have planned ahead, you idiot." Then give him a touch of affirmation. Touch his shoulder or something. Use the 10-second rule. Never touch an employee for longer than 10 seconds at a time. A prolonged 8-second pat on the back should do the trick. Now, number 6, bond with your team. There's nothing worse in a business than a leader who won't bond with his team. Here's a good exercise you can do. Rent a tour bus. Tell them you're taking them on an evening company picnic. Drive out as far away from civilization as you can, but be sure to have a close friend or relative follow closely behind. Now, once it gets dark and you're out far enough, park the bus and tell your staff you have a surprise and for them to wait on the bus. Now, then, get in the car with your close friend or relative and leave the bus parked on the side of the road with your entire team still inside the bus. If they work together as a team, they'll find the extra key hidden in your bottle of Jack Daniels you were drinking while driving the bus. They will find the key and in the spirit of teamwork, come back to thank you for your graceful training and learning techniques. The next one is holding people accountable for the mistakes of others. One thing they don't teach you at Harvard or the California Institute of Technology is that people work harder when they know that someone else could take fault for their actions. And people also happen to work harder when they think that the actions of others could result in them being reprimanded. You're welcome. Now the next one is scent of a leader. Every morning when you do your daily hygiene routine, go ahead and spray down your hand with a bottle of coyote piss. There's nothing more alpha than coyote piss. That's a handshake to be remembered. And if you can get a good pat in, it stains clothing. Leave your mark on these people. This is about leaving an impression on the impressionable. What kind of leader are you if you don't have an impression? Put some bruises on your employees so when they go home they look in the mirror and they say, "Oh my God, What is happening to my life? I've never felt so compelled to work hard and be the best I can be. Oh my god damn it. And that about does it. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you can use this information in your life and become the best leader you can possibly be. Tune in next time.